Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I am going to be testing something new that has to do with the recent Grand Theft Auto Online DLC, the executives and other criminals, regarding the previous fastest car in the game, which is the Progen T20, and one of the new vehicles that were added with this update. It's the Benefactor Schafter V12. So I was starting to get a ton of tweets today saying, hey, you should test out the Benefactor Schafter V12 versus some of the other supercars. It's really fast. I got tons of tweets like that, and I thought it was worth trying because it is known in the community, tested by the GTA racing community, guys like Bruffy1322, a bunch of other people as well, that the Progen T20 is the fastest car in the game. So I just wanted to do a very simple test and put the new Benefactor Schafter V12 up to the paces with the Progen T20. So for this episode, I'm obviously using those two vehicles. I'm using a Progen T20, which has fully maxed out stats, so 100% in every category that it affects the acceleration. It also has the built-in spoiler, and I also upgraded the brakes as well and added turbo, pretty much anything and everything you could do. And I also did the same for the brand new Benefactor Schafter V12. I made sure to add a spoiler, I upgraded the brakes, the engine, transmission, turbo. I maxed everything out, so these are fully maxed out vehicles. And I actually took this to the airport with my good friend, and we wanted to do a few tests, and this video is going to show you guys the results of what we found. So essentially, we did a rough drag test, which was going to test pretty much one thing, and that was acceleration and top speed. And those were the two things that we were looking for in this video. So this is kind of a rough drag test. We would line up at the same point. One of us would throw a grenade, and when that grenade went off, we would both hold down the right trigger and accelerate. There was no pre-accelerating or holding down left trigger and right trigger to kind of burn out the tires. So that's exactly how we did it. And we came to the conclusion that when both vehicles leave at the same time, they leave the starting line at the same time, there isn't an amount or a length of straightaway in Grand Theft Auto to really determine or give us an accurate result. Due to the fact that the Progen T20's acceleration is so fast, it really negates any opportunity for the Benefactor Schafter V12 to catch up and give us an accurate result. This happened a few times where when we left at the same time, the Progen T20 just had such a higher acceleration that there was no way that the new vehicle, the Benefactor Schafter V12, was going to be able to catch up to it. There was just no chance. So that should be pretty obvious, the fact that the Progen T20 has a higher acceleration. There's no doubt about that. But we weren't done there. We still wanted to test the fact that the Benefactor Schafter V12 might actually have a higher top speed. So we actually ran a few tests where the Progen T20 would start off the line about a second or maybe a half a second late, giving the Benefactor Schafter V12 a slight head start. And in those results, we would still notice that the Progen T20 would skip ahead, but because we had that slight time decrease between their takeoff, you could see the progression of the Benefactor Schafter V12. It actually has a higher top speed than the Progen T20. And if there was, let's say, an infinite amount of straightaway in Grand Theft Auto Online or in GTA 5, you would notice that in the long run, the Schafter V12 would beat out the Progen T20. And we ran this test a few times, kind of simulating between different takeoff points, and we got some fairly similar results. Now, once again, this doesn't mean to say that the Schafter V12 is now a better vehicle to use in races than the Progen T20. That's not what I'm saying at all. This is a very, very rare scenario in which you would need an unlimited drag race, really, in order to benefit from having this Schafter V12 over the Progen T20, but it is true that it does have a higher top speed than the supercar, which is really interesting. So as I mentioned earlier, in pretty much every race scenario where acceleration, traction, braking, map knowledge, a bunch of other factors are going to come into place, this doesn't really matter. But it is interesting to see that this car does indeed have a higher top speed and can match the Progen T20 on a straightaway, which is something we have yet to see from any other vehicle added into the game. Now, of course, I'm not an expert on this subject matter. I personally recommend that if you're looking for lots of top-notch game gaming racing advice, especially in Grand Theft Auto, you check out the GTA Online racing community. I'll put a few of my favorite content creators in the description so you can check them out as well. But anyways, I just wanted to show you this video and this simple quick test regarding the T20 and the new Benefactor Schafter V12. I thought the results were pretty surprising and pretty fascinating, so I'd love to hear for what you guys have to say in the comments section down below. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be awesome, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. We like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.